It's double 10 this time.
Yeah, he's gone double-double.
6.
Can't finish it off, so Littler will get a look at 140 then for a breaker throw here. And it is very much on. Unlucky. Bit of a snarl as that dart deflected south of the target.
Yeah, he also saw a little come on from Luke Littler. Openly admits the fact he hates these Pro Tour games. It doesn't get much closer than that for De Decker. This is tough. Right to the left of the hockey.
No score.
That is unlucky, and even Luke Littler's just sort of little shake of the head there.
We'll be stepping in here. He too has hit the wire. Well, who would have thought that? They both opened up with a maximum of both missed darts, multiple darts at double. De Decker can't quite believe his luck. He's coming back for double 10, but he is. And this time he does get it. Well, I think you could have asked Mike De Decker to throw plenty more darts at that double 10 and get any closer without going in on his previous visit.
Yeah, it was a bizarre ending to a fantastic start to the leg. Luke Littler using those gold dart, obviously synonymous to that black pixel dart that he's thrown the majority of the year. Right, De Decker, you feel at the moment could throw Savoys because they are right on the button.
Yeah.
140.
Well, Mike De Decker is making a blistering start here. Already had 1-9 dart to Gary Anderson, who's been in imperious form. What a tie that is, by the way. Gary Anderson against Luke Humphries in the last 16.
130.
This is just beginning to warm up nicely, isn't it? Incredibly, they've never played each other before. They just sort of double-check the records first of all. So decision to make on the 91. He could start in the bull, but very aggressive, not giving yourself a guarantee of a double. So De Decker will be back with a chance 51. On the 125. He'll start centre of the board.
Yeah. So treble 20 for tops. Can't quite make the adjustment.
105.
Leaves it handy though. Littler, who did miss tops in the opening leg.
Don't anticipate a problem this time, but there could be. Loves double 10.
Game shot.
That's the reason why. What a saviour and what a double to go to. You know that you're used to that double. He's hit that double 10 more than any other player in the world of dart in 2024. Well, here comes De Decker.
140.
Some great ties. Ted Everts has taken out the first leg against Ross Smith. Now,
180.
There's another max this time from Littler. I think it was about 10 o'clock this morning. Ted Everts wasn't even in the field today, so he's had a great day. Speaking of 180s,
180.
There's De Decker. 5 already. We've only been playing 3 legs, 2.5 legs.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
180.
And look where they are as well, the precision, the quality. And just look at these numbers, 180, 140, back in the treble 20 bed again.
140.
For the 9.
Can he do it? Luke Littler. Well, it's on now. Treble 19 he needs. He was 7 darts in.
93.
But he couldn't quite get the 8. De Decker then. Oh, he's missed a big number.
But this is the new version of De Decker. Once upon a time, he might have threw his toys out the pram around about now. He's just composing himself. A double 12.
29.
It's almost, Matt, you have to be perfection against this man in your picture. Surely double 10 again.
Game shot.
Incredible how many times that is his saviour. Right in the corner of the double 10 as well. De Decker will be feeling deflated.
He will. Made a bit of a mess of that, didn't he, Mike De Decker, after a great scoring leg.
100.
And as we saw earlier from Damon Heta, who scored beautifully but couldn't hit a dart at a double to save his life. 7% Damon Heta on his doubles today 93. As he went out to Krzysztof Ratajski.
Yeah, I've seen him. Like I said, we have a fantastic view here. Yeah, he looked pretty dejected. I was talking earlier about the rhythm of the throw of Luke Humphries, and you wouldn't always say that the littler throw is, you know, how I see a dart to be thrown is the way Mike De Decker is. But just watching the way Luke is, his timing right now is impeccable.
$60.
You mentioned about the fact that Littler not a big fan of these events, but it is a local one for him, isn't it? So that may help 56. Him, I guess, with the what goes around it and the travelling and everything.
Yeah, when he was 13 and 14 and had these dreams and aspirations of being the best player in the world, you know, he'd give his right arm then to be here at a Players' Championship. But when you've been on the stages, when you've won 96. A Premier League, when you've won Euro Tours, this is where your graft is done. This is where you can gain that confidence. The double 13.
80.
Not quite, but De Decker is not on a finish. And that early burst, well, it'll take you so far against Littler. You're just wondering, missing that big number in the last leg that led to his throw being broken. 6 for the Old Faithful. He is relentless on double 10. And he's hit it 3 out of 3.
It's just incredible part of the armoury. Sort of tapped the table there because I just watched his eyes look at the score of De Decker. I mean, it's not normal, you know, double 13's the fear of hitting the big 13 there. But when you know there's a double there, which just opens 100. As you go for it. I just feel we haven't been talking an awful lot about Luke Littler today. But he's 3 legs away from another quarter-final, and that's when the real sort of competition 43. Starts for these big hitters. Gary Anderson, big hitter. He's 3-0 up on Luke Humphries. Both of them averaging over 100 at the moment.
125.
This has been a very nice start for Littler. Jan van Veen 2-2 against Martin Dracht. Stephen Bunting, who survived a bit of a scare in the last round, is 2-up over Danny Nopper as well. Littler here.
140.
Is scoring consistent. Now he's hitting that double 10. It's ominous signs, not just for De Decker, but for everyone else still here in Wigan.
Yeah, I made a statement about a month ago, and I stand by it. When he wants to win a tournament, he will. Sometimes he's not up for it. Sometimes 96. He doesn't fancy it. I don't think he's got the eye of the target at the moment. When he fancies it, he takes some beating.
Yeah. At face value, that seems 92. An utterly ridiculous statement to make. But the proof is in the pudding, isn't it?
Well, 4 out of 4 on double 10.
Game shot.
At first you don't succeed, then go to double 5. And the reason I say that, Mark, is that I watched him at the Euro Tour and he didn't take his coat off all night. He'd been to Premier League the night before. It was a first round game against Soren Lerchbacher.
97.
I was just watching, analysing. He just didn't fancy it. Went up there, he won the game, but wasn't great. And then I went to the Premier League finals night. And when he walked in that venue, it was a bit of like a shiver because he fancied it. It was in the eyes. And I just think when he wants to win something, he takes some stopping.
Yeah, he does. De Decker has got work to do here. De Decker, who won the opening leg, has not had a sniff since that point. And you just wonder, that missed big number in leg 3 led to his throw being broken. It's not quite been at the same level since then.
100.
Yeah, it's the first time they've met each other. I mentioned I have a feeling they'll be meeting an awful lot over the next year or two, that's for sure.
100.
Oh, we're starting to get used to seeing De Decker now at all the big events, performing well. Doesn't look out of place.
60.
One of the new breed. Wessel Nyman is flying against Jose de Souza. Level 20 here. Oh, gives him a shot at the bull. And that shot is taken. Credit Mike De Decker. He might not have had too many looks at finishes in the last couple of legs, but he gets a look at that one and he takes it out in style.
Yeah, missed out at a double was obviously going to dampen the averages, but they're still peppering that 100 average. It's really good on the eye. It's been played at a lovely pace. Mighty Decker has once again proven why he's up there
97.
Now. I think he had to tell himself that. I think he's questioned his ability. Is he good enough? Well, that win at the Pro Tour this year was a big win. I think he's practicing hard again now, got routine, practicing smart, and I think he's getting the rewards for that.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because, as we mentioned, there's another 180 from Littler, his 4th of the match so far. We're going up better than 1 a leg at the minute. That's the standard on the scoring, and here we go again.
121.
But as Dedeker starts to play more events, I guess he's got to adapt his lifestyle because he's going to be busier in actual playing games, isn't he?
180.
This is just ridiculous. Just an absolute joy to sit here and commentate on. You just feel the game is just going up an echelon every time. These players step on the hockey right now. Some fabulous players. And right now I just can't tip my eyes off Luke Littler. This for a 5-2 lead in a high-quality contest. It stops. Never misses tens.
34.
Well, twice he's come inside it. Dedeker then for a hold. Shot is very much on. It is now. 99. The width of a wire away for Dedeker. So close.
Full of quality.
Game shot.
Luke Littler's got away with one there. You can just see a huge sigh of relief as he sucks the air in there. And for Dedeker, Mark, I just think when you're playing
60.
Luke, it's just an indicator, where is my game right now? And I think if he does self-reflect and look back on this game, there's been a couple of opportunities where this could have been a lot closer.
40.
Yeah, averaging a fraction under 100 and on the verge of being dumped out 6-2 potentially here.
Gary Anderson continuing the trend of this year. 4-2 up against Luke Humphries with 111.75 at the moment. Make that 5-2.
It is staggering. As are the number of 180s in this match as well. Mike Dedeker 5. Littler 5.
140.
This has just been a proper game of darts. So they're just getting on with it.
Yeah, and then it's the modern way as well, that the rhythm, the pace, suiting each other. Just whoever's the best on the day between them. Luke Littler will feel he's 6 darts away. He may use the ball. What do I know?
Well, shot is on. Another one of those. Oh, he's unlucky. It wasn't a bad dart. Great adjustment. So Littler for the match, 106.
Yeah, a match full of quality. Tops hasn't been great for him.
66.
Once again, just trickles above that wire. Chance for Dedeker to get back.
This for a 4th break in 4.
Game
and
shot.
he gets it, Mike Dedeker. Credit to him. Littler was laying it down on him, and he has come back to win 2 of the last 3 legs. Now, if he holds his throw here, he's still a chance. Gary Anderson is through against Luke Humphries, 6-2, an average over 114. He averaged 111 in the last match. It is ridiculous, Glenn, isn't it?
I'm trying to think of sometimes you sit here, by the time you get to the quarter-final stage, you're running out of superlatives. Just everything about the 2024 on-the-floor version of Gary Anderson it's just mega, really. It's incredible.
Dan made the point earlier. He's gone from being awesome in the big tournaments and not great on the floor, and he's now completely the other way. The question is, when is he going to do it in one of the big events? Is he going to do it next week in the Grand Prix?
Fascinating to see how this man in your picture plays with this double start. Is it a format he's used to? It's a format that many people have grown up with, but he's Dedeker on a 167. He looks so cool and calm under the situation. But Littler for the match.
1-2-1 he needs. He should get a dart at the bullseye. He'll get a dart at double 14, and he's missed it. So Dedeker to stay alive needs 68.
He's looked so good in this type of situation. The new version of Dedeker just goes below that tops there. Missed opportunity. Luke Littler doesn't often need a second chance. Double 7 for the match.
Game shot
and he gets there in the end. A match full of quality, played at a beautiful pace. So much respect between the two players. The first time they've ever played. I think we'll be seeing that matchup many times over the next few years. But Luke Littler is through to the quarterfinals. There's the tale of the